here in Asia, particularly South Asia, these numbers are quite staggering. There's no hunger necessarily. That's episodic or very localized. The issue is much more nutrition, so it's more nuanced and more sophisticated.
I think in many ways Asia is a microcosm of the whole organization. You've got some of the real hardcore emergency challenges, protracted crises. You also have development challenges.
It's not really about money. We're putting in very little in terms of money, but in terms of the impact that it's having on the number of people who are being reached is very, very, very significant.
The biggest element is the capacity development, is what can we do to empower and to build that capacity in the government for them to lead and to take over. Because at the end of the day, the communities, can take and they can implement, but it will be under the overall responsibility of the government.
In the Pacific, it's the centre of sort of climate change issues. There's an increasing intensity and frequency of cyclones in the area, and a need for logistics expertise in particular.
So emergency preparedness, shock responses, safety nets, data and BAM. I think there's just a huge need for WFP's technical know-how and experience in terms of systems and tools on how to predict or foresee at least some of the impact of drought or floods on communities.
We also have to learn that we're no longer in the driving seat, that quite rightly the governments own the responsibility to ensure that their own people are looked after. We can help them in that regard, but it's not up to us to make those decisions. It's up to us to provide advice and to help in any way that the government sees fit.
While we work with government on improving their programs, at the same time we still have operational staff that works in sub-offices and deals with humanitarian challenges. And if there is acute need, like the influx of the refugees from Myanmar, we have staff who are very, very flexible, can be deployed immediately in the influx area and know their job because they have previously been working in the operations.
Governments are proceeding on this framed by this SDG 2, which is looking to end hunger by 2030, and WFP has a role in supporting those government efforts, but it has to work differently